Does the way that I wear my hair make me a better person? Does the way I wear my hair make me...
Hey YouTube, so sometimes being natural, I get asked the question, why did I go natural? The reason I went natural is because, I don't know, I wanted to see how my natural hair looked on me because, let's see, my junior year in high school is when I wanted to go natural, but of course I gave into the the public image, and I listened to my friends. They were like, oh no, don't cut your hair off, black people's hair don't grow. And so I continued to get relaxers, but then I started dating this guy in my senior year, and I was telling him that I was tired of relaxers, which I had been tired of relaxers for a while because my hair wasn't getting any longer. It was so much work to always put a relaxer in. Plus, I did sports, so my hair was always, getting sweated out. And then I'd have to wash it, and then it'd get all messed up. You guys know how relaxers go. So I finally decided, after I graduated my senior year, me and this boy had been together for about maybe 4 or 5 months, and I told him that I wanted to cut my hair off and go natural. And what he said to me was, oh, you can't do that. Well, he was religious, so what he said to me was, you can't do that. Your hair is a glory to God, and if you cut it off, then you're going against God, and therefore we can't be together anymore. And it wasn't the first time he had said something like this to me before. He said some stuff like this to me plenty of times about a multitude of things. So then finally I was just like, okay, I won't do it. Then we broke up, and I was like seriously distraught over it, even though in the end I realized it wasn't that big of a deal. He wasn't worth it. Move on to the next one. But so after we broke up, basically I was ready for a change. I wanted to be somebody new. I was tired of being part of the public image, I suppose you could say. I don't know. I just felt like I needed to do something for me, and I felt like I needed to look like a different person in order to be a different person. I'm not saying it's a great way to decide to go natural, but you know what? It really helped me. It was like, let me see, around August. No, we broke up in September. So then I stopped doing perms like before we even broke up. I was just wearing my hair in a hairstyle where it was parted in the middle and came out on the sides. I'll show you guys a picture after. But yeah, so that's how I was basically wearing my hair, and it was really relaxed, really natural in here, and then the rest was all straight. After a while I couldn't deal with it anymore, so I ended up getting kinky twists. And I think I had those for about, not even that long. Let's see, if I went natural, if I stopped doing perms in September, well, before September, that was August. And I took my kinky twists out November 28th of 2009. So I didn't even transition that long. I'll show you guys a picture of me when I right after I cut my hair off, and then I'll show you it after I cut off the extra little permed ends and how I used to wear my hair and everything. I really had no clue how to wear my hair. I basically watched YouTube a bunch of times, and that's basically how I learned to do all the styles that I do. But yeah, getting back on topic. So I cut my hair off, and I was so relieved. It was funny because I was on the phone with my best friend at 3 o'clock in the morning on November 28th, and I was just sitting there, we were talking, and I was telling her about how I really wanted to go natural because I was tired of the permed ends, and I was tired of the kinky twist because I don't really like extensions and braids and things like that anyway. So I was like, alright, I'm so tired of this, I just want to cut my hair off. I took my kinky twist out for Thanksgiving, and I wore my hair curly. I'll show you guys that too. It was just you take your kinky twist out or your braids or something, and your hair is just really curly and whatever. That's basically how I wore my hair for Thanksgiving. And then the next day I went out to dinner with some friends for a get-together, whatever, and I wore it like that. And that's the next morning, basically, at 3 o'clock in the morning, I decided I was going to cut my hair off. We're just sitting on the phone talking, and I was just like, yeah, I'm really tired of this, I was trying to get it done professionally, but I was so impatient. I'm an impatient person. I'm an impulsive person. I do things, as soon as I think about them, and then sometimes I'm like, wait, maybe I should have done that. But, yeah, that's the way I shop, too. It's ridiculous. So I was sitting there talking to her, and I was like, I think I'm just gonna cut it off myself. And she was like, yeah. I was like, yeah. She's like, well, make sure it's even if you do. And I was like, alright, I'll be right back. So I grabbed a pair of scissors. Mind you, they weren't even hair cutting scissors. They were actually these scissors right here that I use for when I sew. And what I did was I went in the bathroom, right? My hair was washed, and I looked at it. It was dry, mind you. Apparently, you're supposed to cut your hair when it's wet. I didn't know that. I just kind of, went for it. So I went in the bathroom. I took my hair just like this, so it came to the curly spot, and I just went and cut it off. And I did lace like that for my whole head. Like, after I made that first cut, guys, I was so relieved. Like, I felt like so empowered, and I felt like I just got rid of something that was like, it just felt like relieving, I felt really good about it. And so then after I cut it off or whatever, I went and I put some pictures on YouTube. I mean, not YouTube, on Facebook. And, some of my friends didn't like it. Like, one of my friends, she was one of my closest friends. She was like, "What were you thinking? I just saw you like 2 hours ago. Your hair was just long or whatever. Why would you cut it? You're so stupid, da 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 da." And she commented again, and she was like, I felt like that comment was a little harsh, maybe, but your hair does look cute. Just don't ever wear that headband again. Mind you, I just went natural. I had like these little thick sweatbands. They were so ugly. But, I didn't care because I was happy. And then another one of my friends told me, "Oh, you look like you just came straight up out of Africa." And I was like, okay, and why is that a problem? My roots are African. This is my real hair. I don't understand why people are like acting like, see, I don't get this. A perm is not your natural hair. Like, a perm is some chemicals you put in your hair to change the texture of it. And yet everybody acts like that's the norm, when in actuality the norm should be what you're born with. I love my hair. I love the fact that it's kinky. I love the fact that it's nappy. I don't care. I don't consider my hair to be nappy. I consider my hair to be of a different texture, basically. Like, my hair, I don't know. I love my hair, basically. I don't care what other people think. So the reason I went natural is because it was just something that I wanted to do. I felt like the straight hair just wasn't for me. I had had straight hair since I was like maybe 10 or 11 years old. When I was younger, my mom used to take the hot comb and put it through my hair. And back then I was like, oh yeah, I love my hair straight because that's what everybody had. So I thought, that I wasn't pretty unless I had the straight hair. But now that I do, like, I have cut my hair and I am natural, and I've been natural for almost a year, I'm in love with my hair. I will never ever go back to a perm. I'm not even sure if I want to blow dry my hair. Like, I'm debating it for my 1 year, but I'm like, I don't want to end up doing it and then getting heat damage and then like having to start all over again. Plus, my current boyfriend, he loves my natural hair. He told me that if he had met me when my hair was permed, he probably wouldn't like me as much. And that just made my day. Like, for him to say that he loves me the way I was born and the way that my hair is supposed to be just made me so happy. So the reason I went natural, I guess you could say, is because I didn't want to be a part of America's beautiful image anymore. Like, I wanted to be me and be, myself. So that's why I went natural. So yeah, guys, so that's why I went natural. And if you guys, want to tell me why you went natural, or if you're deciding to go natural, I really encourage you to do it, because trust me, it is a very relieving thing. It makes, like, it's just amazing the way it feels. After you cut that first piece of hair, it's like, oh, yes, finally. And you just get scissor happy. You just keep going and going and going. Actually, I did get scissor happy. Like, after I cut my hair and then I cut off the extra permed ends or whatever, I had grew my hair out a little bit, and I was like, oh, I need to trim it. And I cut it off some more. And yeah, so my hair probably would be longer if I hadn't done that. But you know what? I love my hair, so I don't care. So yeah, guys, if you want to go natural, I definitely say you should do it. One of my friends, I recently just cut her hair for her. She went natural, and she loves her hair. She transitioned for a while. Her hair is like down to here now. Her hair is longer than mine. So yeah, guys, I think that if you want to go natural, you should do it. You'll definitely love it. So you guys, maybe you could tell me why you guys went natural, or why you want to go natural, or why you're thinking about going natural, and I'll try to give you guys whatever advice you want or anything, something like that. So yeah, guys, that's why I went natural. So bye.